What's up, bitches? Welcome to Daggerfall, Molasses, Session 6. Joined as I am by portable temporary air conditioner. Good times. I'll be on push to talk throughout the stream. You know, it's not too warm outside, but my room is a heat trap, particularly with a running computer. Last stream, which was on Friday, I have a hazy memory of. This weekend was a pretty bad weekend for me. To cap off Thank you, Lysander, for reminding me that I needed to turn down the volume. Yeah, it's a pretty rough weekend for me. I remember 3 times in Castle Necromogod. That was a treat. So, we also did some Dark Brotherhood stuff, that's right. Lassie is level 10 now. Nice goal total, nice. We are a journeyman with the Fighters Guild, a magician with the Mages Guild, and only apprentice with the Dark Brotherhood because not enough time has passed to proc a rank up. We've got some axe and critical strike and destruction, alteration, dodging, and mysticism, backstabbing, climbing, hand-to-hand, jumping, medical, and restoration. Looking pretty good. Of course, this Molasses challenge started off with trash, agility, and speed. I've raised speed up to what I think will be the limit this playthrough, which is 40. Agility remains at 13. As I noted in observation leading into last session, agility is the sort of thing that you can afford to drop pretty readily. Like, dodging is immaterial, is also based off speed, also immaterial, and if you just use a weapon that's not agility dependent, is it still up? Good call. At least someone's paying attention instead of lurking. Oh, shit. So long as you use a weapon that's not agility dependent, you won't see too much hassle from that. And higher quality material is going to reflect in basically negating the penalty that you have from poor agility. Yeah, nice strength does it pretty well. Our luck stats come in handy. The endurance combined with the maximum hit points that we get per level has resulted in having over 300 hit points at level 10. It's not too shabby. Of course, Lassie looks silly in her current outfit. We've had this nice full set of steel armor for some time, though, which is pretty cool. We have a number of magic trinkets. We've made significant use out of magical items in this run, which isn't such a bad thing. Lots of usage. Plenty of healing items, and they're slow to deteriorate. I also have a Bracelet of Magicka, which absorbs spells, and too many spells haven't been flung at us, which is okay. I'm gonna go rest at a tavern. We'll go choose the tavern by the Knights of the Dragon, I suppose. Afterwards, I'm gonna get us started off with Syndasa's quest. I do believe. It tickles me how some of these taverns lag the DOS box. I'm not sure whether it's authentically replicating that Daggerfall itself is sluggish here, or whether it's just a fault in the emulation. Because there'll be times, like, it doesn't happen, like, in the large dungeons, but in these small, like, little instances, such as the tavern, it gets choppy. A curiosity, that. Right, so a full sleep, and then we'll head to, back to Castle Daggerfall. We'll start off with a level. 5 attribute points, that's not too shabby. Do I continue putting it in luck? Yes. block intelligence. What the hell, Grimith? So intelligence is the one attribute. Well, so like, by increasing intelligence, you increase your maximum magicka. Like, if you get a buff item that increases your magicka, you still have to rest to recover those spell points, unless you absorb spells to recover them. What that ends up meaning is you really don't get to enjoy the benefits of having a higher magicka. But some other stat, you can enjoy that. Whereas if you increase magicka naturally, then you don't have to rely on a buffed item. You increase intelligence for a higher magicka. There we go. Words, communication. Those two are still having their jam fest. No surprise. Hey, if I told you I could give you a bit of information, let's say about that letter of the lady, would you be interested there, lassie? I thought so. Now mind you, I ain't giving it away. Before I scratch your back, you gotta scratch mine. Deal? Yeah. My name is Sadasa. Daggerfall will tell you everything. Okay, anyway, we're going to Tristor Laboratory to put a werewolf out of his misery. Turns out that it's her brother. Let's see how well I remember Tristor Laboratory. Nah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and kill it. Let's see if I remember the right way to the door this time. How about that? What a novel concept, this idea of success. I think the last time I came in here, there were fucking liches abound. That sounds familiar. Goodbye, sorcerer. I'll take this Daedra heart that you were carrying. Ooh, +7 helmet. Okay. That's actually gonna break the beautiful, solid set of steel armor. Obviously, the ebony boots are magical, and I end up swapping them in. There we go. Goodbye. That's a permanent upgrade there. Okay. I have, like... I know what module I'm expecting this thing to be in. Shit. Shit. Bye. Nope. I know that sound, and he certainly made his, made himself noticed. That's a, there was a locked door that I wanted to go through. That's an ancient lich right there. Gotta take a hard no. The journal might actually be in there. All these dungeons, I tell you, it's not for the first time I'm noting it, they kind of blur together for me. So many experiences. You know, Daggerfall ends up being one of the more popular games on my channel, even after all the series I've done of it. Kind of remarkable. I wonder how much of that is the compelling majesty of Daggerfall, and how much of it is me playing. Okay. Hi. I do not enjoy only having 40 speed while fighting those things. That wasn't too bad, though. I was paralyzed, but thankfully you could still cast spells even while paralyzed, and I broke free from that. Fuck me, dude! I do think this was exactly how my last time in Tristar went. Hell, I think there's even more ancient liches. Yeah, I do love this game. Man, I don't remember how to get to that large room with, like, the walkway. Like, in... I don't even know how the hell to describe the room. So there's, like, a ramp, and there's, like a ramp that leads to a plateau in the center. And there's, like, a pit around the ramp. You know, it's, like, in a lowered area, a de-elevated area. Like, that's where I want to go, because that's where I'm expecting the werewolf to be. But I can't recall how to get there. Alright. Okay, someone new. Of course, now that I'm level 10, anyone who casts spells can still be rough for Grimith. Fuck it, let's take on the Ancient Lich. Who's not there. I think I looped around, like, where that Ancient Lich was. And, he must have fallen to the void. So... Neener, neener. Gotta map out those rooms. That guy might be howling from the void, super pissed at his inability to access me. This is the trap area. Oh, hey! Never mind those blood spatters, folks. That's an iron atronach. The window of justice. Let us depart. Nice save. Nice save. I don't have to rely on that thrust as much as I did at the start. I attack faster, and I'm using a good quality weapon, and my axe skill ain't so awful. The thrust there that I do is the easiest to hit. It attacks quick, but it also does the least damage. The motion also ends up being a bit easier than a different one. Especially whenever I'm also moving back and forth. As I do. So I've had an idea for another run of Daggerfall. Popped into my head during this weekend of discontent. Thought to myself, how fun would it be to do a no-affiliation run, where I didn't interface with any guilds or temples at all? Thought about it for 3 minutes and I said that's fucking stupid. A no-affiliation run is simply too dumb. I was like, okay, what if we do a one-affiliation run, but it's not a mage's guild or a guild that has a spellmaker. Maybe we can have it be like the Dark Brotherhood, and we buy potions. And I was like, well, there's no recall potion, I'm pretty sure. So that would mean we're pretty fucked on that front. Don't be fooled, it's only 40 speed. Hold on, I'm trying to out-heal the Ancient Lich here. Alright, I can't even carry any more stuff. Let's chuck these scales down then. Ugh, that sweet, delicious head bobbing that I don't turn off because I enjoy it. Doesn't mean it can't be disorienting. Yeah, so, like a one-affiliation run, like, I try to see where potions take, but that means that I'm hoofing it out of every single dungeon, because I wouldn't be able to buy magic items either. Nor could I make them if I did, like, a one-affiliation and had to be the Dark Brotherhood. Like, it's a pretty dumb idea as far as ideas go. Like, and I'm currently debating, like, would that be too tedious to even be fun? I'm not sure. Like, actually walking out of dungeons is what peasants do. That would really dissuade me from wanting to go into dungeons if I had to walk out of them. I definitely remember fighting multiple Ancient Liches in this dungeon before, like, in this module section. So it's probably a common thing for Ancient Liches to pop up here. Much to a man's dismay. Well, I mean, you could make a magic item that has recall on it. Like, one could probably pop up naturally. I don't recall what I did for the No Jazz run. I don't recall at all. Haha! Haha! Ha 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 ha! Fucking kill me. Let's go deal with this damn thing in this dead end. Oh! Ho, ho. Having a hard time hitting the Ancient Lich. I mean, it's not a fucking surprise. I definitely have to stick to my thrusts. Huh. It's a good thing I have over 300 hit points. Motherfucker. Head bobbing. Oh! He nuked himself and he got me too! Nice! Well, the prophecy of kill me was fulfilled. He nuked me from, like, down the hallway. But, like, he got enough of, like, my shoulder or something. But he also, like, as he was, like, smothering the wall there, he nailed himself pretty hard. Anyway, I know what the hell's in here, but I'm gonna kill this guy at the end anyway. I still have some items I haven't identified, and also, this is unfortunate. So, that whole death experience has reorganized my magic items in my inventory. So that order that you were used to seeing, it's now completely different. Damn game. Here we go again. Did a bit of damage. Ooh, I actually got it absorbed there. Dude. Going through hell just to kill one damn werewolf, right? Like, Jesus Christ, all these ancient liches, you know? Wouldn't be the first time I've had ancient liches, like, nuke themselves on corners, though. That's for sure. They are fans of that. You think I could hit a silence off on one of them? Damn, save versus spell, mate. There's definitely stuff I forgot to put in my wagon the last time I was, outside of a dungeon. Oh well. Now that I'm so far away from the dungeon entrance, too. Kinda lost. Nah, I'm not lost. And since my magic is being recharged by the liches, I can down a bunch of cokes to up my fatigue. And not have a magic issue. Let's keep going that way. Do I want to go this way? I don't know. Thinking about going back and going up that staircase. Kinda curious what's behind here. Sounds like death. I was misled. I know this module, I think. But is it the place I want to be? I don't think so. It's not a staircase, it's a ramp. Nice! Nice! least these ancient liches are rich, right? Oh, you bastard. Working your hocus pocus. He's trying to paralyze me. Ow, he shocked me. He's out of juice. Aha! Get thwarted by board. Successful backstab. Alright, yeah, sure. I'll take that successful backstab. Might have to throw out the Gajit suit here. Or the evening gown at 2.5 kilograms to carry more gold. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Goodbye, evening gown. I don't know whether this one's the one I want to be at either. Yeah, fuck this module. We're going back. To the heart of worship. It's all about you. It's all about you, Mifala. That's how it goes, right? But no, seriously, dude, fuck this. Fuck this entire dungeon. Full of ancient liches as it is. At least I have the strength to be able to fight them. Well. That happened. Let's use some of my magic for healing. Damn. Goodbye Khajiit suit, I think, now? Goodbye recipes? I mean, that the parchment sort of weighs, you know, kilograms. I just gotta make sure I don't get rid of my fucking letter of credit. Still not good enough, huh? Definitely should have used the wang, and probably a bank, too. Okay, this is the module. There he is. The body of the werewolf begins to transform before your very eyes. In just a few minutes it has become a young man who seems to bear a strong resemblance to Sindasa. There we go. Done and done. Before I go, though... Ah, God! Before I go, I want to check something out here. As I levitate slowly down this hole. And this one, too. This is turning out to be more obnoxious than what I thought it would be. Thanks, Levitate. Right. So, for the purposes of my memory, I'd actually like to trace back how I got here. Not that I'm going to remember this for my next playthrough, of course. That's too optimistic. Those torches take a right. Get to this intersection. Where's the dungeon entrance in relation to here? Go this way. And then here? I'm right on top of it. Over here. No, this is the window. I've gone too far. I think I need to go down. Or up, excuse me. I was looking for the start point of the... Ah, there it is. Okay. Where am I in relation to that? There. So I need to turn around. Okay, there's the dungeon entrance. Now, let's say that I wanted to get to that spot. So I come in the dungeon. Turn south. Maybe I should write down some directions for myself. Nah, who am I kidding? That'd be like cheating, right? Two lefts. Right. Not that way, you dingbat. You mistook the layer. I mean, maybe you could go that way, and maybe it would lead to that point, but that's not the point you mapped out. These two things. Oh. Well. I spent so much time in here that it procced usage of some of my magic items, and two of them are broken. My loincloth of fortitude, and my cloth amulet of good luck. We've had a good run with them. No regrets. Anyway, this takes us back. Good. Good. And we'll see how well I remember that the next time I do a run of this game. Well, they're magical items that, have a bit of their durability sucked away every time they're used. Like, I have, this battered longsword of nimbleness here. As well as these ebony boots of the wise, but, their durability is much, much better than simple clothing. Carrying around so much gold. I'll need to cash this in. This is not where I should have saved. Whatever. Alright, let's go speak with killed so many ancient liches just to kill your damn brother. It's dead then, is it? Poor thing. He used to be my brother. If you ask me, he died long ago when he first got bit. He hated himself when he became that beast. I wish there'd been another way to help him. I promised I'd tell you about that letter you're looking for, didn't I now? Of course I remember that letter, lassie. It's not every day that you get a letter from the Emperor himself, especially seeing as the king ain't too fond of him. In fact, it's the only letter I've ever seen from him. I give it to Her Majesty, and she's all excited, and she rip it open and says, "This isn't for me. This is addressed to Minnesera." Then, boom! Her jaw will fall open and her eyes get real wide. She says she'll make sure the Queen Mother gets it, that I don't have to worry myself none about it. Yep. That's exactly what happened. So the letter was addressed to the Queen of Daggerfall when the Emperor wrote it. But by the time it got here to Daggerfall, there was a different Queen of Daggerfall. Because Lysander had died, meaning that Gothard was now the king of Daggerfall. And he took Aubke as his wife to broker peace between Daggerfall and Sentinel after the War of Batany, which Daggerfall won.
Vengeance.
I've noted this before on several occasions, but I'll repeat it here again. That, in the Daggerfall 1.0 CD, this was the shop jingle. It was meant to be a tavern jingle, but it was mistakenly labeled in the game. So whenever I hear it, I still think fondly of shop. All those skill increases. Oh, the memories of me being a kid trying to steal from the shelves. Halt! Halt! While this tune is playing. I need to go to the shops. Well, specifically, I need to go see a bank. And then probably go inside that bank I'm seeing. Just a thought. What up? I tell you what. I'll repay my loan. Ta-da! No longer in debt. What a novel concept. I know, right? Gotta establish my good credit. Gonna sell some stuff, gonna sell all the stuff, oh yeah. Should be a pawnbroker over here. It's an average quality pawnbroker. I could go to a better place to sell my stuff, but I just can't be bothered. There will always be more loot to sell. Always. What up? I have stuff to sell you, plenty of stuff, yeah, plenty of stuff, yeah. You know, some of this crap I'm just not using. I'll talk to Cloud Steel Katana. This wildfire thing, I think I'll keep that just in case I need to, like, try and boop anyone on the nose away from, like, a cliff thing. This Icon of Force Bolts, though, can go to hell. Now here's where the real treasure comes in from those holy tomes, and then the normal books, and those holy daggers, and all the other iconography. Nice. Still got a few bits and bobs left. Apparently I moved story notes in there too. Sure, whatever. Let's move that in there. Acarithia, of course, wants to see us. I'll keep that on hand. No, 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 no. No molasses. Molasses. You heard wrong. I can understand the confusion, though, and how the message got lost in translation. Yeah, expectations. I understand, I understand. That's not what I meant to do. So, despite having paid off that loan, I've still got a decent chunk of change from all those items I sold. That's enough for me to buy something nice for myself, if the shops have something nice for me around here. Do note that there is a slight transaction fee for letters of credit. Not that that's much of an issue. Need to go to a place with an incense and soft music armor. Elven Greaves, that's a start. Since they don't really do... the Odd Blades doesn't really do armor. I can pop into Sentinel. Oh, also, Daedric Flail. I'm looking for any axe weapons, though, of Daedric quality. Not adamantium. If I found one, though, I'm not 100% that I could afford it. Daedric Claymore. Daedric Daikatana is the most powerful and most expensive piece. I don't think that Claymore's too far off. Also, a Daedric-looking round shield that doesn't actually affect its quality. Let's see how expensive that is. Not bad. Not bad. Let's check the shelf up here. No access for Grimith. That's okay. Is this armor worth anything? Like, is it better pointed? Alright. We got a chance of finding some good quality stuff here. If we don't, then I'll go back and pick up those Elven Greaves, I reckon. Or I will just hold on to my money. Let's see how much they are. I mean, now that the set of steel has been broken up, I'm okay with, like, buying more pieces to break it up further. Sure. What do I feel like doing now? Do I feel like doing Minnesera stuff? I could go visit the King of Worms. I could go to Acarithia. I know, what a novel concept, right? Let me think about this. Alright, I guess I'm in town. Thanks, music, by the way, for swelling up. Let's go do Minasera's thing. Might as well, and then, maybe I'll do the Soul of a Lich request from the King of Worms, or maybe I'll just not do any main questing for a bit. Because I don't feel like dipping to that damn castle. Music in this game is pretty good. You know, you have your flavored music for raining and snowing, but you also have, like, plenty of other jingles as well. Here's the Queen Mother. Hello, lassie. I've heard much about you. Now you come to me with a very interesting tale of deception. So Sindasa the maid says that Aubki opened a letter from the Emperor addressed to me. I can tell you, lassie, that she never delivered such a letter to me. I would like you to investigate this further. It could be dangerous to poke into the affairs of the Queen without enraging the King Gothred, even though he is my own son. Are you willing? Yeah, sure, why not? Good. I have long had my suspicions about her loyalty to the Emperor. She is a daughter of the late King Cameron, who ruled Hammerfell from his citadel, the Sentinel. My husband, King Lysandus, oblivion rest his soul, died at Cringane, as did King Cameron. Lysandus' body was not recovered, so he has a monument erected there rather than a true tomb. Ah, my mind wanders. The Emperor uses Evelora Woodcroft as his messenger in Daggerfall. She could be anywhere in the region delivering missives. However, Evelora Woodcroft is a member of the Knights of the Dragon. Go to the Yelmsley residence in Midwick and ask for Roderick Wickham. He may know where to find Evelora Woodcroft. Try to find out why a letter addressed to me was delivered to Upgate. Sure. The guards sometimes get upset if you go into the rooms back there that aren't the throne room, particularly Minasera's room. I don't know whether that's Daggerfall being Daggerfall, or whether it's because you were talking to Minasera about that stuff. I know, what a burden, right? Was it Midcroft? Looking for the Yelmsley residence. It's dark. They'll get light in less than 2 hours. Ah, this town's a bit too big for me to find the place on my own, or want to, rather, so I'll wait 2 hours for people to wake up and come outside. Seeing a dearth of people outside, here we go. I do have a light spell, but it's... well, I'll show you. So, it creates that floating candle effect. That could also be true, like... If I gone to the wrong location... Midwick, not Midcroft. Son of a bitch. Well, another few days of travel. I'm not going to bother loading that. We'll let some time pass. Alright. This place has, even more size to it, due south. I feel like, actually using my levitating horse here, so... Of course, we've already arrived at our destination. So now I have to lower you down. Oh well. I am Roderick Wickham. I would not normally tell anyone who is not a Knight of the Dragon where to find Evalora Woodcroft. However, I am loyal to Queen Minnesera. I also know that Evalora Woodcroft disemboweled the last person that tried to ambush her. 3 days she's due to be at Palace in Chesterwark. Try her there. All you have is mountain climbing mounts. You don't get to have levitating things. Oh no. Chesterwark. It's not too far from Privateer's Hold. Why is Chesterwark your favorite place? We may have even had this conversation before. Certainly got some size to it. What quality or lack of quality shops do we have here? I don't even remember how much time passed for me to get to Chesterwark. 1 day, 2 days? I'm gonna be resting in the tavern for another day or so. I'm also traveling the wrong damn direction. Was actually expecting the horse to be able to stand up there just fine. Instead of just skating right off. Here we go. Oh, we'll have a look. Mage's Guild over there. Hello, 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 hello. Oh, hey! What you got for us? Disappointment. Are you sure this is an incense shop? I don't believe you. Yeah, I suppose he's got ebony. Oh well. Not really what I'm in the market for. It's a blunt weapon, and I have a Daedric blunt weapon, so it's a non-issue. The townsfolk don't look very Bretagne? Oh. Sure they would find that offensive if they heard that. Or perhaps appearances of people have changed over the various eras, right? As a Daedric shortbow. So you've got several different sprites to denote the townsfolk. We are in the Iliac Bay region, north of. We're in High Rock. So we're seeing the Breton models. Down south in Hammerfell, you'll see swarthier people. And then there's like a medium type that have like different color outfits. They're like in the various aisles of the Iliac Bay. So this is the palace, where my contact will appear. Probably in another day or two. Again, I don't remember how much time passed for my transit here. So we'll get a room at the tavern and just practice our magic skills and wait. Or I suppose I don't need to get a room at the tavern. There's a fighter's guild here. I can sleep here for free. What would I increase? My critical strike is... yeah, can't increase my critical strike anymore. Can't increase my axe anymore. I guess a backup blunt weapon just in case. Sure. What the hell? Practice our magic. This will be a little loud, folks. Gonna make my spells cheaper that I currently have, or I might make new spells. Well, Bethesda has released Arena and Daggerfall for free. Like, they've been free for a number of years. So, if you're willing to emulate DOSBox, or DOS on your machine, and there's, like, prepackaged installers for Arena and Daggerfall. With DOSBox, you can run Arena and Daggerfall. Like, I have a CD version of Daggerfall, sure, and I still have my old instruction manual, but what I'm running is not the CD version. Yeah. Hold on a moment. So the installer that I recommend to folks who are looking to get into Daggerfall for the first time, or not their first time, but you know, time in a while, would be the one from the top of this page. It's Daggerfall's setup. It's a ready-to-play Daggerfall install compatible with modern Windows systems. It has a number of unofficial fixes, quests, and like utilities, which are optional installation components, to add like additional things or fix like other bugs, which can be of use. I play with them installed. I don't mind them too much. In addition, there's plenty of folks who are unfamiliar with DOSBox. They've never run DOSBox before. It's an emulator used to emulate the MS-DOS system to play DOS-based games on modern machinery. A number of, so many of the games that you can buy from like classics websites like GOG, like come with those games pre-packaged with DOSBox. It's so ubiquitous that it even like comes along for the ride on like commercial purchases. I have a configuration file for Daggerfall that I've uploaded and share with people who have trouble configuring the game, because the default configuration for Daggerfall in that prepackaged installer doesn't run too well, especially if you're trying to record the game, let alone record it and stream it like I'm doing. And so that can be used. You just slap that right into the Daggerfall installation folder. Then you run the executable that's in there, like launch the Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall. Ta-da! But depending on your machine, you may have to fiddle with it yourself. Is that not a share link? It's a preview. But you should be able to download straight from that. Did it. There we go. Alright, let's check the palace to see whether our contact is there, whether I'll have to wait another day or two. Southwest. Personally, I would recommend a Daggerfall over Arena. I think Arena has aged too poorly. Now, I know you're looking at this, right? Like, what the hell do you mean aged too poorly? It's not just like how the game looks, though. It's the concepts that are in the game. Daggerfall is my favorite of the Elder Scrolls games. It's my favorite, like, computer role-playing game. I do prefer, like non-digital role-playing games, you know, sitting around a table in a group role-playing thing. But Daggerfall still has, like, elements in it which attract me to it even after all this time. Don't think the, our contact is here yet. We'll have to wait another day. Pretty sure they'd appear in this room. I can try checking the other side, though. Yeah, we'll give it another day. No problem. Arena does take place a short time before Daggerfall. You know, it's not that many years between the two compared to the other games. Well, we're in the Iliac Bay, so, like, we're so far distant from Morrowind, so far, like, to an extent, like, we're even distant from a lot of different places, and there's just not that much, like, sprite diversity. You'll see, like, among the noble houses, there's a few, like, dark elves, but in general, there's, like, you'll just see huge amounts of populations of Redguards and Bretons. Like, your main character, like, I can be an Argonian, like, I'm the only damn Argonian in this game. I'm sure, like, there's a few, like, scattered around, like, the cities. Like, so they do travel. It's just not meaningful enough for them to have rendered in the game. Like, you can read, like, books and literature, like, scattered around the game, which obviously detail, like, folks being in different locations, like Khajiit, but you're just not going to encounter them, like, over the course of gameplay. Yep, just an Iliac Bay-centric game. Perhaps things were just different around the time period that Daggerfall happened. And, everything became more diversified after this. Or sprite limitations, you know? Yep, all the human enemy types, they look like Bretons. But in the, I don't even think there's, like, Redguard models for them. I've looked at, like, the image files. It's how I've ripped some of my own images. So just the ones you see down there at the bottom right. And yes, I know the Daedra Lord is an odd size. That's how it looks. Like, that's the raw image file size. I think I'm gonna wait another day. If this guy doesn't appear after the next day, though, I'm gonna be concerned. We'll check upstairs, I suppose. But I don't think they can be up here. That's outside. I mean, Daggerfall was an immense game for its time, and I actually mean, like, in regards to, like, how much space it took up on the computer. Like, got this in '96, shortly after it came out, for the first computer that my family owned. The maximum installation size took, like, 560, 570 megabytes, which was over half the hard drive space on our first computer. Installation time took a bit as well, but you could watch, like, there was, like, a little, like, advertisement section that would, like, pop up other things for you to watch while you were installing the game. Like, hey, play Brunswick Bowling or whatever. 96. Daggerfall 1.0 was glitchier and crashier than this game is. That's not to say that Daggerfall still doesn't have its numerous quirks, of course. And, glitches. But yes, did not even have internet at the time. My household didn't. Yay! ranked up. Actually finding ways to spend my money. Go me. So just killing time until another day in game passes. I'm not angling for one blade. The whole Daedric summoning thing and doing Daedric quests, I just largely don't consider to be worth my time. Kirstein's Ring obviously has value. I mean, it's a fun thing to do, to blow tons of cash on it. If provided the summon is successful, but I've done a few over the course of my numerous playthroughs of this game. I think Ursilia did a few. I think. Wabbajack is one of the artifacts that you can acquire in this game. The various Daedric princes do have renderings in this game. Which means old Shaggy, Shagoroth, is in this game, yes. Alright, what the hell? I am stumped. What the hell? Okay. I'm not even gonna bother practicing my magic at this point. I'm going to the Fighters Guild and sleeping for 24 hours. A nice 24-hour rest. There we go. Ho! You should be warned that I am a Knight of the Dragon in the service of the Emperor himself. If this is some ruse to ambush me, you will surely not live to regret it. Yes, I'm Roderick, but... No, you aren't. That's not who... Whatever. The signet ring proves that you are indeed in the service of Minnesera. Some time ago I delivered a letter from the Emperor addressed to the Queen of Daggerfall. If I am not mistaken, Abki is Queen of Daggerfall, not Minnesera. Tell Minnesera that I take my duties quite seriously. I would never knowingly deliver a missive to the wrong party. Queen Abki gave me this amulet in gratitude. Show it to Minnesera so that she may know I am a loyal servant and faithful to my order. So, this is actually a fault of the Emperor himself. The Emperor wrote a letter to the Queen of Daggerfall and addressed it as such. He didn't say Minnesera, Queen of Daggerfall. He just said, flatly, the Queen of Daggerfall. So, whenever he wrote that letter, it was for Minnesera, the current Queen of Daggerfall. But by the time the letter got to Daggerfall, it was for Abki, the current Queen of Daggerfall. And Minnesera was the Queen Mother of Daggerfall. This is the Emperor's fault. Anyway, now that our week-long stay, like traveling away from this shit to solve this problem is done, let's head back to Daggerfall. No, I am not going to Orsinium this stream. Ah, now it makes sense. Uriel Septim addressed the message to the Queen of Daggerfall, but when he sent it out as Queen, The time had arrived. Obcuous Queen. You must find out what was in that letter. I've never trusted her. Yesterday I received a letter from Princess Morgaya Wayrest claiming to know something of the Emperor's letter. Now there is a family that sees under the rule of the Emperor. Return to me if you find out who has the Emperor's letter. For now you have proven yourself to me, lassie. Keep the amulet as a token of my gratitude. I have no desire to own anything of Abki's anymore. Great. Totally feel the gratitude. Very rude. I actually have to fight them. I'm stuck inside of them. Damn guards.
You talk to the Queen Mother of Daggerfall.
Don't worry, the next time I go back in there, everybody will be fine. I did a number of my health, though. Well, now what do I want to do? Don't feel like doing any more main quest stuff. I don't think I do, anyway. I might go do the King of Worms thing. Yeah, because they're not actually guards. Maybe I'll go do some more quests for someone. Like one of the guilds. Dark Brotherhood comes to mind, or maybe the Mages Guild. We'll poke our heads in and see what's happening. I'm close. Let's check out the Mages Guild first, though. There's the Dark Brotherhood right there. Easier to spot the buildings when you have a vantage point. We've landed. We'll have to loiter an hour. Been a while since I poked my head into anyone with the Mages Guild, so I should have a promotion waiting for me here too. Yes, the rank and station of Enchanter. I'm granted the right to use the guild's enchantments as I see fit. I can make my own magic items. Awesome. I like it. I'm too poor to really do that, but I like it all the same. Do you have any interesting magic items for me to buy? Torque of Water Walking. Tower Shield of Far Silence, but it looks cooler, at least, than the one I've got. The Longsword the Protector, Tights of Iron Will, Healing Sapphire, Daedric Short Sword of Venom Antidote, Healing Eodoric, Evening Gown of Nimbleness, Bracelet of Lightning. I'll buy that. I'm gonna buy another healing item. And I will buy these tights. Not much of a pickpocket. That option's not for me. Really, I don't think that option's for anyone, but definitely not for me. Right, now I have an unidentified magical brazier. It's a brazier of Far Silence. I also have an unidentified strapless dress. Unrestrainable, free action. Not bad. Prevent me from having to cast a spell. Yeah, I do have a lot of clothes. I will go ahead and stash that away. I do have, like, a spell that costs practically nothing to cast. I don't want that around. Brazier of Far Silence, I don't care. I just bought that, just bought that, just bought that. Long short of good luck, we'll keep that around. Go ahead and get rid of this holy water. I don't really care about the paralysis item, though I might try it once or twice. Healing tall boots. I have too many healing items. Truth. Slow falling, whatever. I only need one paralysis item on hand. I have too many healing items on hand. Whatever. Can't hurt. Yeah, yes, that would, however, necessitate the spell succeeding. Which would be based upon, well, the spell succeeding. I don't care enough to waste my time with giving it a try. But, what the hell, we'll keep the bra, I guess. We'll pretend like it'll make a difference. Alteration. Well, I mean, this Argonian has breasts, not wearing anything beneath that cuirass. So, there you go. That's how much support it gives. Alright, give me a quest. Give me a... That'll work. I've noted this before, this one's kind of annoying to do these guard quests in, due to the doors. A nice little guard quest. I'm trying to use archery to hit me. Stand aside, apprentice whelp. Nah, I'm good. See if I can access the other body from the other side. Not so easily. They have a tendency to stack on top of each other. Oh well, we'll leave it alone. No, they didn't really stand a chance. So, human enemies do scale up with your level, but, ooh, nice. We'll get that identified. Dwarven Shining Right Pauldron. It casts light when used. Son of a bitch. Just equip it. We're never gonna use that ability. If anything, it's gonna be adding another obnoxious, like, item here on my list of things. That's orcish. That is, almost as good as Daedric. I have a Daedric mace in my inventory. My character is more of an axe user than a blunt weapon user, so I use the axe. Alright. That's the one thing I wanted to do for you folks. Let's, poke our heads into the Dark Brotherhood. I don't think enough time has passed for them to calculate my new rank yet, but I'll do another mission for them. As much of a waste of time as it is. Oh no, hey, congratulations Lassie, you were promoted to the rank of Operator, with all the rights and honors that accompany it. Remember, we do not rest on previous accomplishments in the Brotherhood. Let me check to see what rank that actually is in the Dark Brotherhood. Alright. Operator is their rank... Alright, you started Apprentice, you go to Journeyman, and Operator, so it's the third title you can earn. And I do have access to the potion cellar now. Neat. What potions do you have? Resist frost, heal true, resist fire, resist poison, orc strength. What the hell? Invisibility, resist frost, chameleon form, restore power. Yes. Orc strength, whatever. Alright, I got access to some potions, including restore power potions, which are pretty nice. And I could travel to all the various major cities that have Dark Brotherhood places in them to buy different types of potions, instead of waiting for this place to restock. Not too bad, not too bad. Of course, that only adds even more magic items to my list of magic items. So that's not going to be tedious for me to comb through every time, at all. Okay, Dark Brotherhood, give me one. The Dark Brotherhood has been the sole Assassin's Guild in Tamriel since the Second Era. We intend to keep that monopoly. Freelancer? No, that involves 2 dungeons. That's too tedious, no thanks. Traitor, though, I'll do this. No, this is, DOS. The Crypt of Garamas. Alright, see you later. We'll take that. And we'll actually put that in the wagon. Anything else I want to put in the wagon? Yeah, that stuff. Oh, by the way, I leveled up to level 12. Didn't get that many attribute points this time. Oh well. The Crypt of Garamas. Yeah, I have a few gold pieces. Most of that, almost all of it's in a letter of credit, instead of actual gold I'm carrying around on hand. Okay, let's go ahead and put on our magic items. That's not the magic items section. Let's wear this evening gown of nimbleness. My tights of iron. No, I actually do have ebony boots of... No. Beautiful. Long shirt of good luck, obviously we're not wearing that. Wearing an evening gown already. None of these other items I need to wear. In addition, I'm also going to drink my potion of orc strength. Alright. And, probably should have rested before all this, no matter. So I'm in here hunting a traitor to the Dark Brotherhood. Alright, ghosts. Didn't mean to use that. Oh well, it counted as a heal. Thanks, Potion of Heal True. This music. Hate that jangle. I'm gonna play this dungeon without any music. Okay, so we have ghosts in this dungeon. I don't know what else we're gonna have. Zombies. Zombies hit like a truck. Damn, he's not there. Alright, this quest location's a bust. Let's try going this way. So if you're unfamiliar with Daggerfall has several hundred dungeons in it. Almost all of which are cobbled together from, like, a series of modules. Like, they're pre-constructed onto the Daggerfall CD. But, like, the items that you'll find in them and the monsters are randomized, as well as where your quest target is going to be, from one of several, like, scripted, like, quest locations in any given dungeon based on the modules of that dungeon. There are a few exceptions. The main quest dungeon, for example, is all handmade. And several of the other, like, quest dungeons have handmade elements to them, like Castle Daggerfall, or Castle Wayrest. I also went back this way. The maps for these dungeons can get incredibly intricate to look around and explore. It's easy for you to lose your way. I do have several hundred hours of experience with this game. So, I don't do too bad with finding my way. He says as he loops back around. In theory, I don't do too bad with finding my way. I guess I'm not actually gonna party around here, then. Because that room's effectively a dead end. Because I can't go through there. There's no secret doors. Like, I don't really have a way to move that, so I guess I'm not going that way. I could go up at this point. No, that's the... You dolt. That looked odd on my map. I guess I am going this way, then. Do not paralyze me, that'd be swell, thanks. There's the window. That window is always in this module, and one of these modules is in the main quest dungeon. In a main quest dungeon, where you have to go through there, essentially. Which we're gonna have to do right now, so I guess it's good to get some practice. No. Close. Oh, jeez. This is my life now. I actually can't even jump while I'm levitating, so I have to wait for the levitate spell to wear off. There's no other route. No, it's pretty much my only way of progress. Yes. Okay. Come on. Up. You're not even jump. Oh, wait. That was the shield that wore off, not the levitate. There we go. Now I'm glitching through the wall. There we go. Better. Let's put this ghost to rest. Hell do you mean this lock has nothing to fear from me? This is a room of disappointment. Hello, ghost. much spell points do I have? 43? Okay. That leads down to the sewer. But I suppose there's no option. Final death. Practice. Let's try a different way. Oh, hello, Lamia. Stop laughing. There we go. Magical short shirt. It's an odd door. This house has nothing of value. Well, yes, don't you have nipples? I mean, if you had a tragic, like, nipple loss accident, I'm not here to shame you about that. Ultimately, this, was not fruitful. What's up here? Oh no, not your best friends! I might be able to make this in time? Yeah. However, there's an elevator in my way. Or a trap door, one of the two. Oh, damn. Well, that was unfortunate. Alright, I need to find a place to rest. My buffs have pretty much gone kaput. However, I think enemies are too nearby. I do have that restore power potion. Let's make immediate use out of that, I guess. How much magic did that give me? It gave me enough. What? That's not the spell I cast last. Is it? No, I totally used free action. Like, why did that happen? I don't understand. Well, I mean, I'm loading my save, but I also don't understand why that happened. Like, I totally used a free action spell, like, so that wasn't the last spell I cast. Or, you know, a water walking spell. Sometimes I do not understand this game. So some of that exploration that we just did has been erased from reality. It happens. Like this Droog up here. Looks odd for me to see it, like, partly out of water like that. Nope. Alright, we're in a different module now, at least. Actually got a spell absorption off. Good. I needed the magic. That's a trap door. We know where that goes. Trapdoor actually isn't triggering by me just standing on it either. I wonder if it's because whether I have the levitate spell on. Yeah, all this for a traitor to the Dark Brotherhood. They're in a random dungeon somewhere, and we're gonna have to find them. One of the... like, it's a random quest that I generated. Like, this game has random quests where it will fling you to a dungeon to accomplish that quest. It's one of the reasons why I enjoy Daggerfall. It has that replayability of, like, random quest generation. It sounded like a vampire. Maybe it was a Lamia. Yeah, there's a Lamia down there. There's multiple Lamias down there. They're having a great laugh. You having a giggle, mate? I know this dungeon's kind of stumping me. Run into a bunch of dead ends with no progress. I mean, if anything, you'd think like the railroad of like one way of progress would be great. Considering how confusing these places can get. Yeah, so you need a certain weapon material to hit some enemy types in this game. Orcish is good enough that it can damage all enemy types in the game. A Mithril weapon or above will hit every enemy type. There's a secret door there? No. There's a secret door there, though. Zombie on the other side of a pit. The ghost down there. The ghost can't fly up. This pit's actually going to be a bit of a pain to pass by unless that zombie glitches out into the void. I say that because if I try to jump across, I could get stuck on the ghost. Or, I could get stuck on the zombie. Now, I can levitate. Like that. Oh yeah, Orcish is the rarest material in the game, even though it's not the best material in the game. I can't say why so many changes have happened. Like, Skyrim is certainly different on a number of levels than any of the Elder Scrolls games. I shouldn't say, like, any. Like, obviously, like, Arena is different than, Daggerfall, Morrowind, Oblivion. Battlespire is different. Redguard is different. Nice spell absorption there. Ah, this module. You might remember this from Castle Necromogon last session. Let's check up here for the trader. No dice. Let's go all the way up. Aha! I am not the traitor you think I am. The real traitor is the contract has been fulfilled. Was I poisoned? No. The assassin has been slain. That wasn't too awful. Dungeon wasn't that bad. Now, if I didn't have a recall spell, I'd have to walk all the way back. I'd have to go back to the window again. But as it stands, I do have a recall spell. So I can just teleport back to the quest giver. Yeah, not just a levitate, but levitate that I can use on my mounts. My mounts, yes. I can also buy a house in this game. I can buy a ship. I can make my own spells. I can make my own magic items. Also buy those things. I could make potions. There's a potion maker. Summon Daedra. Use the Mages Guild to teleport around to other places. No, I was poisoned. Alright. Good talk. Well done. You have reason to be proud. I still never ended up making my, my cure poison thing. Oh, the game crashed. Thank you, Daggerfall. So the installation of Daggerfall comes with a child guard on it, which, like, censors out some of the gore, some of the blood. Like, you find, like, piles of severed heads, like, on the ground, like, people, like, driven with, like, a stake and, like, put up. I'm gonna have to, find that trader again. Thankfully, I remember where they are. This wasn't too far. And I know how these dungeons work. Apparently that poison was a crash to desktop. That's what the poison was. Yes. Anyway, there we go. Mission accomplished. Raise the banners. I don't plan on doing any more missions for the Dark Brotherhood right now. You provide training. Give me some training in... My critical strike is capped for what you could train me in? Yeah. How about... dodging? That's hard to increase. What does typing all that do to the game? What do you mean? Like what? Like, those are just the names of my saves. Yeah, it's not a cheat input, it's just the name of my save games. I should also bring music back. That's just not their style to pay folks for jobs. It's all about pride and... Everyone get off the streets! So, Daggerfall, the city of Daggerfall in the province of Daggerfall, is haunted by King Lysander's spirit. Every night, he comes out with ghosts and wraiths and cries for vengeance. It's the primary reason, according to the Emperor, why you're here. To find out why his spirit's not at rest and put it to rest. So this is the only city in the game that's haunted like this. Another version of the Steel Cuirass, but, I mean, I'm already rocking Steel Cuirass, also I should unequip my magic items. I have a wagon that can carry up to 750 kilograms of weight. It used to be 1,000 when this game was first released. I thought I was wearing something else that was magical. I don't have any magic pants that I'm wearing. Oh, there we go. It's hard for me to see them. Morrowind, huh? It's been a few years since I last played that. Just nightmares of cliff racers over and over. It's a good game. I just don't enjoy it as much as this. Morrowind really really establishes the trend of Bethesda NPCs just fucking sass-mouthing you, and they carried that over to the Fallout IP whenever they started controlling, like, Fallout stuff, too. Like, all these obnoxious NPCs. Outlander! You're ugly, why did you bump into me? You can't have nice things. You're a terrible human being. Nag, 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 nag. It's like, good lord! Like, I felt that way not just in, like, Morrowind, which, of course, is anti-you because you're different, but Oblivion. Felt that way whenever I play Fallout New Vegas. Nag, 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 nag. Like, shut up! I don't care about you people in your lives. Ooh, that's it. That's what I want. I don't have the money for that, though. I definitely do not have the money for that. I could always come back, though, after he closes and steal it. If I'm a terrible human being. I totally wouldn't be a terrible human being. That, by the way, is an adamantium war axe, but I do nominally want to keep this shield. Like, they really did that, especially with the children in Fallout New Vegas. Like, all these damn kids who are protected by the shield of immunity that you would have to mod to get rid of. Whereas in Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, I mean, you can kill kids. There are consequences to that, and you can certainly kill them. Chris Avalone's bounty hunter comes after you. That number just kind of blurs in. Like, those are two numbers there. Not that you could tell, though. The helmet costs a lot. Daedric bow. Lots of nice stuff here in this shop. But I just can't afford. I don't have the gold. I could sell him a few things. My prices here won't be good. But I can still sell him some stuff. That couldn't afford me anything, though. Let's see, what time is it? Well, I mean... What's up, barkeep? Give me a room. For one day. Time for me to practice some magic and go to sleep. That's enough practicing. They changed the tune! Huh? Ah. Silverwolf, you are really hung up over breasts. This is 2018. It's not hard to obtain them, or footage of them. You gotta let this go. Yes, back again for shopping. 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 Don't need that Daedric Mace as a backup anymore. Yes, shopkeeper kid. What are your pronouns, Tiny? Hey, fucko. Alright, that works. Beautiful. Ah, shopping. My wonderful little stealing stuff jingle. All this stuff is going to be worth a nice sum of cash. Nice sum of cash. I'm level 12, I have a high luck score. This is the highest quality, like the highest, like, quality, like, tier shop in the game. Yes, there's flails. Slew of different weaponry. We got vengeance. Let's check out this other store while we're in the neighborhood. See what other glorious things I can steal. Yeah. Alright. Let's, first head to a spot where there's not any enemies in this damn place. So I can quick travel. Well, that's not stealing using actual, like, pickpocketing. That's breaking into a shop at night and taking all this stuff without any problem. Yeah, I paid back my debt. Because I'm a good person. Wink, wink. Alright. I know, how dare I pay off that loan? Life choices. Coke, like Coca-Cola, heals my fatigue. Or cocaine, one of the two. I named the spell myself. Since, you know, I can make all these wonderful spells and name them. Let's try not to sink into the staircase. I don't feel like going into the void today. Let's get this beautiful new axe of ours warmed up. Successfully backstab a zombie. As you do. Break through this door. And visit the King of Worms. What's up, King? Shh. The King of Worms is here. He asked for my assistance with a quest. His messenger, a zombie, came for me some game time ago. Lassie, I am so glad you answered my letter. I hope my messenger was gentle. You have been a loyal servant in the past, not as loyal as my living dead, but far more versatile. My need involves the lowest depths of Castle Sentinel. Reward is knowledge that only the dead can provide. Are you willing? I am. How amusing. I am looking for the answer to a question. It doesn't exist among the living, but may exist among the dead. I want you to bring me back the ghost of Prince Corollas, the great-grandfather of the late King Cameron of Sentinel. Corollas was a sorcerer of no mean skill. He is now a lich deep in the bowels of the castle. Giving you a special scarab. If it is close to him when you destroy his physical body, his soul will be trapped in the scarab. Bring it back to me, and I will tell you a tale few mortals have heard. So we shall. Yeah, I mean, like, you gotta pass the time somehow as leader of the Necromancers, right? I can get behind that. So they might not be the same being. I don't think there's any clear decision on that. It's not exactly as if I've kept up with Bethesda's explanations on it. I mean, all of the events of Daggerfall are blended together in a slurry known as the Warp in the West anyway. Where, like, all of the various endings of Daggerfall happen at once. So there's the palace there, where our objective is, but I want to go all the way across the town, all the way across this mighty city. And while I could, like, finagle myself to be over there a bit quicker, let's just do it this way. Well, so, Bethesda learned, based on, like, viewer feedback, like, many lessons, and of course, through creation of this game, many experiences they had, which they took into Morrowind. Which is fundamentally a Morrowind 1.0 compared to Daggerfall 1.0. Morrowind, much stabler. Like, the size of the game world is sharply reduced, and the detail in it is greatly increased. Daggerfall has an immense game world, but has far more instabilities than Morrowind does. And also has more detail on the world. But of course, there's some things you can do in Daggerfall that you just can't do in Morrowind. The inverse is true. I know, I think Morrowind's a cool game. I've certainly played through it. You're only a practical shop. But, I mean, you're conveniently located. Is there... Tell me more about the pawn shop to Sentinel. Just the one. You'll do. I remember buying that as a backup weapon. Those were the days. I guess I can always keep that orcish axe. Until I end up selling it accidentally. That would never happen, I'm sure. It would never happen. Like, Skyrim's intricacies are, like, when you level up, what, you get to increase health, fatigue, or magicka? Like, the entire skill system is gone, right? Daedric War Axe technically deals more damage than what I'm wielding here, but not that much more. I mean, it'd still be better than me having the shield, but for now I'm attached to using this one-handed. So I shall. I'm partial to it. Oh shit, the bank's closed? Okay, we're gonna have to kill time, then. Because I definitely need to use the bank. Also, what is the Elder Scrolls obsession with, the main character being a prisoner? That's not true in Daggerfall, damn it. You befriend the Emperor. You're not a prisoner. This is why we can't have nice things. These damn Elder Scrolls like, oh, outcast, prisoner, the unknown one. This is why we can't have nice things. Anyway, in practicing my magic here, then I'm going into the Bank of Sentinel. As I am carrying around a lot of gold after that, all the stuff I sold. All that stuff I legally acquired, of course. What riches. There we go. We'll get that translated into a letter of credit. I'm just gonna go into the various armorers around here, not this one, and see whether there was any nice armor for me to buy. I'm also kind of putting off me delving into Castle Sentinel, because I don't fully remember the way. You know, I'm kind of concerned. Oh, wow, I went past it. Silly Grimith. This really wasn't the place I was looking to go into, especially since it's sturdy shelves. Here we go. Hello, another Daedric axe. What about you? What you got in here? I mean, I can always just rely on the bodies of the people I kill to provide me with equipment. I reckon. Yeah, whatever. Let's head for the castle. I did not cast an anchor back with the King of Worms to quickly teleport back to him after I successfully did this mission, huh? I'll have to cast an anchor outside of the castle here, and I'll have to travel like another 2 weeks to get back to him. Oh well. Nice, Chuckle Ducks. Nice. Wait a second. Grimith, you have to cast the anchor. Yeah, all those who want to have a meeting, blah, 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 blah. Do not use the menu when you're riding an elevator in Daggerfall. What's up? Note the music transition that'll happen. Okay, let's buff up. I don't expect to have a problem in here other than finding the place. And then routing myself through those barriers. Anything else I want to buff myself with? Let's go ahead and save after the buffing in case the game crashes. Potion of work strength. My strength 80? Sure. Also, I suppose give me a moment. Yes, lycanthropy's in this game. Okay. Expected to see humanoid enemies in this game. Well, I don't know why I'm even bothering to look at other helmets that aren't Daedric. I don't know whether... I don't recall off the top of my head whether the two-handed axe looks different. Also, this is a fucking dead end. Sad. Try going this way. Right. right, that cure poison spell I was thinking about. Oh well. Just gonna be a little bit of poison, right? No big deal. Yes, wereboars and werewolves are in this game. You can turn into either of them. There is no blocking in the game. It's a static thing based on, like, the combat damage calculations. There's a dodging skill, but quite frankly, I think it's easier to just avoid, like, getting hit by moving away from their sprite. This is a challenge run, so my character doesn't move or attack that fast. You can go much quicker than this. I don't think this is it at all. I don't think this is the area I need to be. I don't remember this. This is more fitting for, like, Woodbourne Hall, but not here. Let's backtrack. Okay, let's head, say, this way. Maybe not. I see. Very good, sir. Alright then. This way? Here? No. Not quite. I'm hoping my memory of this place ain't that damn shabby. I'm trying to get to... Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, that wasn't too bad for me to get to this part. Nice. I have no clue. Okay. Great. I obviously need to go back, though, and flip that switch. That'd be on this first section here. This is a good sign. We didn't spend that much time finding this place. That's part 1 effectively completed. Now I have to figure out the switch order to get through these barriers so I can get access to the Lich. It will take a little bit of time, but it shouldn't be too bad. He said, chuckling nervously. Let's see how long it takes for me to do this order. Oh shit, what am I doing? What did I just tell myself and all of you about going into menus? Have it, man. That's gonna be blocked for a bit, but I need the lever that's on the other side there. I think it's okay for me to flip that switch. I think that's one of them I need to flip. Also, stop doing that. Bad. I want that switch back there. Bad. Finally, the elevator arrives. A nice jump. Like, I know one of these levers, well, whatever, it doesn't matter. Let's wait for that for a few more moments, and then we'll flip the lever for it to go back down. Or I can just cast this. Hello, spider. Could you maybe not paralyze me right now, spider? Thank you. I don't remember what's up there. I need to check. Ooh, wrong spell. This... which is not where I want to be. Well, ultimately it was the same damn thing either way, huh? No, because there's something over here. This lever I should skip? That lever I need to flip. There's a lever back here, but did that only control the elevator back here? Worth checking. Well, as noted beneath your chat there, Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall. No. PC. Specifically MS-DOS. 1996. No worries. Okay, let's go back down now. Yeah, but at least the loading times wouldn't be as awful as they are in a PlayStation game, right? Wink, wink. Oh, what have I done? You still have my Nintendo 64, along with my first PlayStation. That should be open? It's not open. This is why we can't have nice things. Could I glitch wiggle my way through that? Okay. Well, now what? Well, let's go back up here. See if there's something up here I missed. Okay, one of the switches I did flip was bad. Oh, the excitement. Second one I needed to go through. It's not that bad, it's just a number of levers that don't have any labels on them. Like, as far as, like, puzzles go, not that big of a deal. Let's flip... this back. I don't know why I tried to go back down here anyway, unless there's like a lever down there. I've not looked at my map. Like, that area that's right outside of the bars is the room I'm trying to get into, or rather the section. But is there like some other point for being down here? Is there like a secret door or something? There's not. There's no other way to turn? Okay. Alright. Let's... Is there no other lever in this section? Seems odd. Suspicious. This is open again, though. Oh no, all these sections are open. Which is great. Except... Alright, let's just fall down this. It'll be faster. Except the part where I break, like, my fucking neck during half the fall. But I wanted this travel speed to go a bit quicker. I thought losing the health would be worth it. Consult Google? The hell, man? Give up on a Daggerfall dungeon? You think Google would immediately have the answer? No. The unofficial Elder Scrolls wiki would. I have solved this before on numerous occasions during stream. Time for me to do it again. There are no pass doors, but there's not a pass through these magical bars spell. You might be able to... I mean, like... So, I could glitch myself into the void of this dungeon, the space outside of the dungeon, and go to where it actually is. I think I want to flip this switch again, though. And I'm gonna go back. I've traveled out of bounds before to do things. I've shown it off in prior playthroughs. Not too interested in doing it. Is there another ladder, or another lever, excuse me, up here? Or is it just like the doorway? Well, shit, I won't be able to tell. There's an elevator in the way. I'll have to move it. I can't even recall how many times I've done a playthrough of this game on stream. 6? 7? Most of the times I've joined people, like Griffin God streamed this year's back, I joined him. Lethal, of course, but he didn't stream that. There's no other lever up here. Now it's just this straight up. And there's always enough time between the playthroughs where I forget some of the nuances of these dungeons. I got here to this first part pretty nicely, though. Just everything else. Okay. His luck glitched out and did some weird things. No, that's not open. We'll flip that back to its spot, then. I'm going to assume that lever up there is the one that I need to flip. Let's go back up. Come on, get up there. You can do it. Okay. Okay, good. Yeah. It's like I thought. Like I initially suggested, that that first lever, whenever you go all the way down, there's a trap. A trap lever. I gotta remember that the next time I come through here. Got to remember that. I could write it down, but that would be cheating. I'm gonna forget it. Next time I go through Daggerfall. Yeah, right. Oh, my long shirt of nimbleness is broken. Well, that means it's time for me to wear this evening gown of nimbleness, then. I should do some coke. Again, it's not too bad being in this section and dealing with the levers, because there's only so many levers in this section. It would be far worse if, like, I was still trying to find this area. If I was still lost in the greater dungeon to this, specific section. There we go. I think this one's a long shaft, so, that wasn't too bad. The shaft was not that immense. Hooray. Yes, they're adorable until they paralyze you and you have no way out of that paralysis, and so you just get devoured to death. As opposed to devoured to life, whatever. Dun da da da! Ta-da! Now let's go fight the Lich. I'm gonna admire some of the scenery as we go. We're here to devour, or here to capture this Lich's soul for the King of Worms. He has nuked himself for me before. I think it was the Storm Bolt run when I didn't have a good enough material weapon to hurt him, so I just had him nuke himself. Speaking of paralysis. We'll fight him legit. There we go. Now we have a face up there in our top left corner, or near it. That's him. That's the Prince. Prince Corollas. He's ours now. We put him in our pocket. You're welcome, Chuckle Ducks. Before I leave here, though... Actually, I'm gonna head back into Sentinel. Why don't I talk to Akarithi? And, get that quest. Yeah. His goal is divinity. That's what he uses, if you give him the totem, he uses that to ascend to godhood. And that's actually what he does, like, in the Warp in the West. Like, he achieves godhood. Can I kill NPCs? I can kill anyone that isn't two-dimensional like this. Like, outside, I can kill the sprites, and you can see, like, the difference between this sprite and this sprite. I can kill him. Can't kill him. Lassie, welcome to Sentinel. I trust you have had a comfortable stay so far. Let me get right to the point. My son says you are a well-respected and trusted Argonian. Need of your sword. I'm willing to pay you 596 gold to infiltrate Castle Wayrest and recover an heirloom of the late King Lysandus for me. Will you do it? What bounty? There is an item, a painting, that is hidden somewhere within Castle Wayrest. This is obnoxious to find, this damn painting. Desire this item for reasons you need not worry about. Bring it to me and I will pay you. Yeah, sure. I do not enjoy going into Castle Wayrest at all. But it's part of the main quest line. Which I guess I'm doing. It's not much gold that I'm being offered for this job now. So I'm gonna get some rest at the tavern, and then I'm gonna go to Scourge Barrow. And then I'm gonna go to Castle Wayrest. I will cast a recall spell here in Sentinel before I leave. Give me some bread. Thanks. Forgot to take them off. Well, that used those magic items a little bit. Wore down their durability, oh well. You are fortified. Means I guess I'm heading out of Scourge Barrow the legit way. That's fine. Thankfully the King of Worms ain't that too far into it. An open grave yawns in your path. I could easily run past them, but gotta give the King of Worms' Necromancer bro something to do. Successful backstab of the giant bat, beautiful. Oh, Kingy, brought your soul. Well done, Lassie. I'm sure the Prince will be most cooperative. Please accept this wand as a token of my appreciation. In addition, I have decided that it is time for someone outside of Tiber Septim's line to know the truth about the Underking. As you know, Tiber Septim was the first Emperor of Tamriel. Toward the end of his wars of conquest, he betrayed his battle mage, Zurin Arctus. When Zurin died, his soul refused to leave his body, something to do with the mysterious Numidium. Since that time, Zurin Arctus has lived on as the Underking. The Underking and his agents have been a thorn in my side for centuries. Just remember, should the Underking regain his mortal body, he would surely throw all of Tamriel into conflict. Well, thanks for the magic wand, bro. See you later. Maybe. Like I said, I'm walking out. Fun fact, if you don't have a levitate spell, this banner here will cast levitate on you. One-time use thing, but it allows you to get out of this hole. Yes, very considerate of the King of Worms. Right, so way rest for the painting, which I do not think was going to be a task done this session. Which is to say that, this session of Daggerfall, and thus the stream, is coming to a close. Lord knows I do not want to do way rest with that damn painting. Right now. We made some progress along the main quest line. We did Sindasa, Tristor Laboratory, which took longer than anticipated and was full of ancient liches. And then we did Castle Sentinel. Now we have a painting to retrieve for Queen Akarithi. And then several other things, of course, to do. The main quest line is halfway done, maybe? Maybe a bit less than that. We obviously have Orsinium that we'll need to go to at some point for the letter. We have to go to Lysandros' tomb, which is a pain-in-the-ass dungeon. Castle Daggerfall, of course, Whitbourne Hall, the final dungeon of the game. A number of things awaiting us. Durini Tower multiple times, back to Shedungeon. Not once but twice. Nice. We got a bit of progress done. We even took some time to do a Mage's Guild quest and a Dark Brotherhood quest. Molasses is not looking too awful. Level 12. The solid steel armor is gone now, replaced by a magical dwarven pauldron, a Daedric helmet, and a Daedric axe now at her laser, and some Elven greaves too. So it's now like a hodgepodge adventure mishmash of armor. 349 hit points. Not that bad at all. Also, along with the creation of your own custom class in Daggerfall, if you didn't know, you can add your own advantages and disadvantages, along with influencing the amount of hit points you get per level. You can edit your reputations with various factions for those classes. Lots of character customization. Yeah. I do very much enjoy Daggerfall. Yes, now I release you. We're all gone now. You're done. You're out of my life, and I'm out of yours. Until whatever time. Maybe never again.